Hello, children. Children, we all know milk is very good for our health, and especially children, you should have milk twice every day. Children, there is one animal. Do you know who is it? Who is very fond of milk? Yes, it is the cat. But children, today I, Kahaniwali Nani, am going to tell you a story about a cat who runs away from milk. The story is Tenaliram and his cat. Listen, children. This is a story of long ago. In the olden days, in south of India, there was a kingdom, Vijayanagar, and it was ruled by King Krishnadevaraya. King Krishnadevaraya was an able ruler and he took good care of his subjects and kingdom. And children, Tenali Raman was one of his courtiers. Tenali Raman was a poet. He was very wise and witty by nature. And Krishnadevaraya appreciated him for his intelligence and humor, and he was a favorite of the king. He was rewarded by the king from time to time. Once in Vijayanagar, the rats became a big problem. Everyone in the kingdom was fed up of rats. One day, some people came to the king's court. One of them, Srinath, said, Your Majesty, we are all having a big problem, the problem of rats. They are all over the kingdom and destroying everything. Your Majesty, they nibble everything. Our clothes, grains, crops, papers. We have tried hard to get rid of them, but couldn't. Please help us. King Krishnadevaraya heard this and said, Oh, is it so? But don't worry. I will certainly find some solution to this problem very soon. You can go now and be rest assured. I will think about it. After Srinath and his friends left, King Krishnadevaraya turned towards his courtiers. This is a grave problem. Something has to be done about it. Can any one of you suggest a solution to this? One of the courtiers said, Your Majesty, I think we should take the help of the army. Just then another courtier said, Your Majesty, we can call some people from outside to catch rats. I am sure just as there are snake charmers who catch snakes, there must be rat catchers also. One was, the Pied the Piper. The others laughed. Rat catchers? We have never heard of them before. King Krishnadevaraya said, Okay, quiet. See, first of all, the soldiers are trained to fight and protect the kingdom and not catch rats. And as far as the rat catchers, I have never heard of them. And I think there are many intelligent people in our kingdom to solve this problem. We don't need to call someone from outside. You see, cats catch mice. So I feel each household should have a cat. And these cats will kill the rats, or out of the fear of the cats, the rats will run away. And this way the problem will be solved. What do you all think about it? All the courtiers nodded their heads and said, Right, Your Majesty. Now one courtier started thinking, I can make money out of this, he said. Your Majesty, but there's a problem in this. Cats drink milk, but I'm sure not everyone in our kingdom owns a cow or can afford to buy a cow. You are right, said King Krishnadevaraya. But it's difficult to arrange for so many cows so soon. The courtier smiled and said, Your Majesty, my son deals with cows only. He can surely arrange for the cows. Tenaliram heard all this. He felt that the cat in every house was okay, but keeping cows to feed the cat, he did not agree to this. But he kept quiet. He knew the king wouldn't listen if he told this right now, until and unless he proved it. And he decided to think of a plan so as to prove that keeping a cow to feed the cat was a wrong decision. Now, every house in the kingdom was ordered to have a cat in their houses, and a cow was provided to them. The king said, everyone should take good care of their cats. The cow is given so that the cats get enough milk to drink. These cats will get us rid of the rats. Now, as per the king's orders, everyone in the kingdom, they were taking good care of their cats. They fed them with the milk of the cow. Everyone, except who? Yes, Tenaliram. He was not at all in favor of feeding the cat with the milk, and in order to prove that it was not right, he decided on a plan. Children, do you know what Tenali did? Yes, the very first day he told his wife to get a bowl of milk for the cat. He said, go and get hot boiling milk in a bowl. Now Tenaliram kept this bowl of hot milk where? In front of the cat. Seeing the milk, the cat jumped toward the bowl and put her mouth to drink it. But then what happened? The cat jumped back and ran away, shouting, meow, meow, because hot milk burnt her mouth. Again, Raman repeated this the next day. And children, on the third day, the cat ran away seeing the bowl of milk. And now, whenever the cat would see milk, she would run away. And then who would drink the milk? Yes, Raman and his family. After some days, King Krishnadevaraya ordered his servant to go and see if people were taking good care of their cats, and also the problem of rat was solved or not. The servants went all around the kingdom, and they came back and said, Your Majesty, everybody's cats are fat and plumpy except Tenaliraman's. And yet the problem of rats is not solved. Hearing this, King Krishnadevaraya asked, What did you say? Raman's cat is not fat? Is he not feeding the cat with the milk? Now go and tell Raman to come here immediately along with his cat. The king's servants came and said to Tenali Raman, your majesty has ordered you to come immediately along with your cat. And Tenali he knew that the king would summon him and he was prepared for it. He carried his cat and asked some of his neighbors to accompany him to the court. King Krishnadevaraya saw the cat and said, Raman, what is this? I see you are not taking good care of your cat as per my orders. I gave you a cow, isn't it, to feed the cat? Are you not feeding the cat with the milk? Tenali said, Your Majesty, it is not my fault. Actually, my cat doesn't like milk at all. She runs at the sight of milk. What? The cat runs at the sight of the milk? Don't lie to me. I cannot believe this, said King Krishnadev Rai. No, Your Majesty, I am not lying. You can see it for yourself. Please ask one of the servants to bring a bowl of milk. One servant went and brought a bowl full of milk and placed it on the floor. Tenali took the cat near the bowl, but as soon as the cat saw the milk, she shouted meow meow as if she was scared and she ran away. Tenali said, See, your majesty, see it yourself. I was telling the truth. Just then one of the courtiers said, Your majesty, see, the cat's mouth is red as if it was burnt with something hot. I'm sure Raman has frightened the cat by giving it hot milk to drink. King Krishnadev Raya looked at Tenali Raman as if asking, "Is it true, Raman?" Tenali Raman felt now it was the time to prove his point. He said, "Your Majesty, yes, it is true. But, Your Majesty, when the cat didn't get milk and it was hungry, she would hunt for the rats, and for the fear of the cat, all the rats in my house ran away. Now my house is free of rats, and I and my family live peacefully." Just then, one of Tenali Raman's neighbors said, "Your Majesty, I fed my cat with milk, and now she has become so fat and so lazy that instead of hunting for rats, she is seen lying down the whole day. Even the rats are no longer afraid of her." Hearing this, King Krishnadev Rai realized his mistake. He said, "Oh, now I understand. The cats will hunt for rats only if they are hungry. So I shouldn't have given cow to each of them to feed the cat." And the next day, he passed an order asking people not to feed their cats with milk, instead use the milk of cows for their family. And soon, after some days, the whole kingdom was free of rats. King Krishnadev Rai said to Tenali Raman, "Really, Raman, you are great. Come, this is your reward of 500 gold coins." So, children, saw how smart and clever was Tenali Raman. And children, how did you like this story, Tenali Raman and his cat? To hear more such interesting stories, subscribe to my YouTube channel www.youtube.com/Kahaniwali Nani. Yes, do press the bell icon so that you never miss a new story from me. If you like the story, press the like button and send your comments too. You can also share the story with your friends. And we'll meet you again next week with a new story. Till then, goodbye. Take care.